Before time had a name, before stars pierced the void, there was the soul, eternal, unseen, alive. It did not wait to be formed, it was breathed. When man opened his eyes, he did not just see light, he carried it within him. The soul was older than the body and destined to outlast it. Man was created from dust, but never meant to stay there. He walked with glory, spoke with God, and lived in harmony. Yet even in Eden there was a shadow, a choice, and with that choice came the first fracture of eternity. The fall was not only of flesh, it was of purpose. The soul, once radiant, now flickered behind the veil of sin. Death entered, not as an end, but as a divider. The body would die once, but the soul, it would live to face what it had become. From the moment we are born, we walk toward a single door. Death is not a thief, it is a threshold. We do not vanish into nothing, we cross into forever. And what crosses is not our flesh, but our soul. Some walk through that door in silence, unaware of what lies beyond. Others go clinging to hope, to grace, to the hand of the one who overcame the grave. But all will go, and all will awaken. At the end of breath, there is not darkness, but unveiling. The soul sees not with eyes, but with truth. Every act, every word, every hidden thought, it all lives within the soul. Nothing is lost. Heaven does not ask how long you lived, but how deeply you loved, how truthfully you walked, and whom you trusted with your eternity. The soul does not lie. Its light or its shadow tells all. You may forget who you were. The world may never know your name, but the soul remembers, and so does the one who made it. You are not forgotten beyond the grave. Man dies once, but what is buried is not what matters most. The grave holds your bones, not your essence, and the soul will rise, either to be welcomed or to be weighed. There is judgment, not out of cruelty, but out of justice. The soul is not punished for being broken. It is judged by what it clung to while broken, mercy or pride, light or shadow. Angels do not mourn the flesh. They wait for the soul. They carry the redeemed into light, into rest, into glory. But those who chose darkness find no escort, only silence. Hell is not merely fire, it is absence. The absence of light, of love, of the one who was once near. It is exile from everything the soul was made to embrace. Heaven is not earned, it is embraced. It is not for the perfect, but for the forgiven. For those who trusted more in grace than in themselves. And their souls shine with a light no grave can extinguish. There was one who died, not for himself, but for the soul of man. He crossed the veil willingly to break its hold forever. His tomb is empty, so yours does not have to be final. By his wounds the soul is healed. By his blood it is named. The cross was not an end, but an entrance into eternal hope. And those who pass through it never pass alone. Eternity is not a myth, it is a direction. Every soul is heading toward it, step by choice-filled step. We are not drifting, we are becoming. Some become light, others become weight. The soul is shaped not by time, but by truth. In what we worship, we become. Do not be deceived by the fading glories of earth. Thrones crumble, bodies weaken, fame dies. But the soul endures, and it remembers who you served. The soul does not grow old, it grows heavy, heavy with mercy or regret, with forgiveness or rebellion, with love or selfishness. When all is stripped away, the soul stands alone before the eternal. No voice to defend, no lies to shield, only truth and light that either welcomes or burns. There are scrolls in heaven and names are written in fire. Some burn bright, others are ashes. But every name matters, and no one is beyond redemption until the breath is gone. The soul longs to return to where it came from. Even when the mind denies, the heart forgets, or the flesh rebels, the soul knows its home. It hungers for the presence of its creator. To live well is not to avoid death. It is to prepare the soul for what comes after. Every act of love, every quiet surrender, builds a foundation that time cannot erode. The enemy of your soul does not fear your death. He fears your awakening. He fears the moment you realize that eternity has always been one choice away. The soul is not neutral, it leans, either toward the flame of light or the pull of shadow. Every day it drifts or it draws closer to the one who breathed it into being. You were made for more than breath, more than flesh. You were made to bear eternity in your being. You are not temporary, you are sacred. Let your soul live before your body dies. For the day is coming when no more decisions can be made, only destinations revealed, and you will see what your soul truly chose. The judgment seat is not a throne of fear for those who knew mercy. It is a place of of rest, of final belonging. For those covered in grace, eternity is not a sentence, it is home. But for those who rejected the call, who silenced the whisper of truth, the soul walks alone, not because it was unloved, but because love was refused. The voice of God has echoed since the beginning. Choose life that you may live. Not life of years, but life of the soul, eternal, unshakable, true. There is still time as long as breath remains. The soul is listening, the heavens are watching, and grace still waits. Do not let the grave be your beginning. Let it be your final transformation. Let the soul rise not into darkness, but into destiny. For those who believe, death is not an end, it is a coronation. The soul is crowned with joy. It enters into rest. It sees the face it longed for all along. The soul does not age like the body. It remembers things you've forgotten, and it will carry you to a place you cannot yet see. Every whisper of prayer strengthens the soul. Every surrender, every forgiveness, every moment of love, it builds a legacy eternity cannot erase. You will not take your gold. You will not take your fame, but you will take your soul, pure or poisoned, healed or hollow, and that is what will last. Man dies once, but what matters is not the death, but what remains after. You will still exist. You will still feel. You will still be. Even now, heaven is calling your name. Even now, the soul stirs when truth is spoken. Do not wait to awaken. Let today be the turning. You may be forgotten by men. You may walk through fire, but your soul is known by name in heaven, and no flame can consume what God has claimed. When the trumpet sounds and the sky rolls back, it is not bodies that rise, but souls, and they will rise to glory or to judgment. There will be no more masks in that day. The proud will be small, the meek will shine, and the soul will be all that remains. There will be no need for sun in that city, for the Lamb will be the light, and the souls who loved him will walk in radiance forever. Every tear wiped, every wound healed, every longing fulfilled. This is the destiny of the soul that said yes to grace. So live not for the applause of men, but for the embrace of eternity. Live as though the soul is forever, because it is.